Hello, this is Group 1 and this is our video project with the title Climate Change Awareness, a Cross-Cultural Perspective from Taiwan and Japan. In this video, we have three main parts, which is introduction, body, and conclusion. In the body part, we have methodology and recent events, individuals' awareness, incorporation awareness, and government actions. Then we're going to give a conclusion. As you know, climate change is no longer a distant problem. It is here in Taiwan, Japan, and everywhere in the world. Rising temperatures, unpredicted weather patterns, and natural disasters such as typhoons are threatening our planet. But the question is, what are we doing to deal with it?
In this video, we will compare and contrast how two countries, Taiwan and Japan, are doing to minimize the effect of climate change and explore the awareness of students about this topic.
This is Pearl. I'll briefly introduce the methodology in our project. For the surveying, the research employs quantitative research to explore how people in both Taiwan and Japan know about the climate change issue. A questionnaire was chosen as an important data collection tool because of the efficiency within a short time. So we decided to use a questionnaire. First of all, a total of 20 participants in this project was university students in Taiwan and Japan. Second, the questionnaire consists of 5 multiple choices and 2 short answer questions. Finally, the questionnaire was distributed online via social media or private contacts. At the end of the survey, we collected the data and identify patterns and trends. First of all, the impact of climate change on Taiwan has become increasingly evident in recent years, as seen in a recent extreme rainfall event. On October 25th, the Central Weather Administration issued an extreme heavy rain warning for Taipei and New Taipei and Keelung and Ilan City and other areas. Rainfall exceeded 200 millimeters within 24 hours, significantly increasing the risk of the landslides in the mountainous regions and flooding in low-lying areas. This heavy rain, caused by the combined effects of northeasterly seasonal winds and the outer bands of a tropical storm, even led to school and office closure in some areas. Events like this highlight the growing challenges brought by climate change, reminding us of the urgent need to strengthen disaster preparedness and response. What's more, climate change is having a clear impact on Taiwan. In 2023, the annual mean temperature reached 24.6 and 1.32 above the historical average, showing a warming rate faster than the global average. Rainfall patterns have also shifted, with northern and western Taiwan experiencing droughts, while eastern Taiwan saw increased rainfall due to typhoons. From 2020 to 2022, Taiwan had 3 consecutive years without typhoon landfalls, influenced by La Nina-driven climate changes. These phenomena highlight the effect of extreme weather on Taiwan and remind us of the urgent need for stronger climate adaptation strategies. Thank you.
The article reports the recent effect of climate change. They mentioned rising temperatures, heavy rainfall, and powerful typhoons. Typhoon Hagibis caused severe economic damages for tourism in Hakone. It set a record for water-caused disasters not related to tsunami. They also say those climate changes have affected fruits and rich harvests, less rainfall overall, and rising temperatures causing immature grains. This can also affect the balance of demand and supply. Also, they make fruits to color paler, which lowers the price. Next, what is actually done to tackle climate change? The Tokyo metropolitan government has set their plans to achieve zero emissions in Tokyo by 2050. They're making progress in the expansion of the use of hydrogen energy, fuel cell vehicles, and fuel cell buses. They put hydrogen stations and made public fuel cell buses.
Overall, people in both nations are highly concerned about this topic. According to our survey, an impressive 100% of Taiwanese students choose to use public transportation and turn off lights, electronics, and appliances when not used, along with other actions such as limiting the use of AC, reducing food waste, and promoting electric cars to reduce their environmental impact.
As with the Taiwanese survey result, many Japanese students choose to turn off lights, electronics, and appliances when not in use, but limiting the use of AC and reducing food waste gathered its votes as that did, and public transportation wasn't chosen that matched them, zero for electric cars and others. When we compare that result with the Taiwanese survey, the awareness for Japanese survey are much more divided.
There are many eco-friendly designs in both Taiwan and Japan, indicating the awareness sustainability not just among individuals, but also within corporations and institutions. In Taiwan, the Public Library Beidou is an example of sustainable architecture. It is Taiwan's first green building to receive the four eco-friendly construction that use energy-saving features like solar panels, natural lighting, and rainwater collection system. And Fujian University Hospital is also a green building. Fujian University has a plan and website dedicated for SDGs as well.
As you can see in the Japanese survey answers, Japan has got some unique green designs, like clothing made from pineapple fiber and wooden skyscrapers. Next, I will introduce one of the green buildings in Japan, Good Hotel Kyoto. As you can see in the picture, there is an iconic green wall. They also provide bamboo toothbrushes and wooden hairbrushes to minimize the use of plastics.
Hello, my name is Jasper Lee. I am responsible for overseeing the government's action in Taiwan. In Taiwan, the new Taipei City government stands out as a model for addressing SDG 13 issue. In 2021, the new Taipei City government planned to transform the Bali district into a model district for zero carbon emissions. It also autonomously joined the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, promoting the city's race to zero initiative, demonstrating that achieving zero carbon dioxide emissions is a realistic and attainable goal key. Its key strategies include a shift to renewable energy, carbon pricing via fees and trading systems, and innovation in green finance. Taiwan aims for net zero emissions by 2015, aligning with the Paris Agreement. The government emphasized adapting through disaster prevention systems and green technological investments. These efforts proportion Taiwan as a global leader in climate governance while addressing domestic sustainable goals. So they have 4 benefits that they should get. So first is improved disaster prevalence for floods, heat waves, and coastal changes. The second is enhanced water security through resource diversification and conservation. The third is industrial resilience via climate risk assessment and adaptation strategies. And the last, public health protection through monitoring and emergency systems. However, it is hard to find any further action from the Taiwan government. The organization with the most frequent updates is the Taiwanese University, having listed out all their actions to prove they are still taking part in the SDG issues.
In the 7th question, we asked them to write down what they think is the most effective way to minimize climate change. Renewable energy, reduce livestock, establish a law for climate change, set the air conditioner to an appropriate temperature, understand the current situation of climate change, and recycle garbage. So what actions are actually done by the Japanese government? Article from the Japanese government said that set their goal to reduce gas emissions by 46% by 2030. They provide climate change related information by APLAD, Climate Change Adaptation Information Platform, NIS, National Institute of Environmental Studies, and the Ministry of Environment reports the ongoing situation and also for the actions taken in Japan.
So I think that the Taiwanese really did a great job when the UN was first promoting the SDG issues. At the start, there were various actions for the Taiwanese to promote and actively doing the SDG issues, whether the environmental side or other aspects of SDG. However, as times go on, we can rarely see any public updates from either the government or any kind of news that is telling us about further updates from the SDG updates. So we can see it most from the university side. However, in the Bali district, we can see that there are indeed some changes for the zero carbon dioxide emissions. So we can see that we're still trying to promote the idea of zero carbon dioxide emission. However, compared to the Japanese side, we can say that we can do a little more on any further updates or changes compared to the Japanese government, and either way. Thank you.
Since Japan is strongly affected by extreme weather, people tend to be very aware of climate change. For example, Japan is working to solve climate change by developing green buildings and wooden toothbrushes. The Japanese government has also set their goal to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide by 2030. However, climate change is not just a problem for Japan. It affects the whole world. It is not enough for only countries and governments to take action. Each person must think of climate change as their own problems and take action. Our future is shaped by what we do today. Thank you for listening.